Hey everybody, welcome back to Walking with Jesus Daily. This is the recording for day 344. We are going to talk about the word deny. Ooh, not a word we want to hear. We don't like to be denied anything, do we? We are a people who like to get what we want. We are a people who do not like to be denied. We don't want to hear the word denied. It is not something that we take lightly, is it? And yet, Jesus tells us plainly that without that very basic first step, we're not even capable or worthy of following Him. See, it's not like an optional thing. It's the words of Jesus telling you, if you don't do this basic thing, you cannot follow me. There's an order to this. There's a way that Jesus set up what it looks like to follow Him. Now, if we make this very simple, I love going to Blue Letter Bible. If you don't use Blue Letter Bible, you should check it out. Blue Letter Bible is a good one. And if I go in, I just go to the search bar and I type in the word deny. D-E-N-Y. There are 24 verses in the ESV version that use this word deny. Now, if you can make this, you can take this further and you can change it to New Testament, or you can change it to Gospels or whatever. And that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to focus on this word deny, when it's used, how it's used, even what it means. The first four that come up are Job, Proverbs, and it looks like Lamentations. Interesting. And then we get into Matthew. Starts with Matthew chapter 10, verse 33. And with Matthew chapter 10, verse 33, we hear these words from Jesus. You ready? But whoever denies me before men, I also will deny before my Father who is in heaven. Matthew breaks this down in the very ways that Jesus says this. And what does He say? There are some places where deny means that we don't do something that we want to do. There are other places where deny comes out that we need to do something that we aren't doing. To deny Jesus before men, to deny your devotion, commitment, love, whatever it is that you deny, whatever it is that you don't say or don't support regarding Jesus, we can expect those same things to be denied before God in heaven. You say, well, why would Jesus say that? Why? He died on the cross for my sins. Yes, He did. So why would you deny Him anything? Matthew 16:24 reads this way. Then Jesus told His disciples, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. When we look at this a little closer, and if you click on the verse and you hit interlinear or whatever that word is up there, you go and look up the word deny. And it says he must deny. And this is the definition that is given: to affirm that one has no acquaintance or connection with someone. There's our first verse. No acquaintance or connection with Jesus. I do not know him. Peter denied Jesus. There is nothing that connects the two of us together. No, I'm not that way. And the second definition: to forget one's self, lose sight of oneself and one's own interests. This is the deny that we're talking about here. Jesus is saying you have to forget about yourself. You have to forget about your plans. You have to forget about your interests. And you have to be connected to me. He makes it very clear that there is no other way. There is no other way. He uses the word if. I taught a class a year ago. The class was titled What If? And we studied around this word, and we studied through these many different topics, but the word was if. If anyone would come after me. He's not making you. If you're listening to this, and you have been listening to this, God is not making you do anything. But if you don't make the choice to deny yourself, then you will not carry the cross that you need to carry to follow Jesus. You won't. Because if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself. If you want to come after me, you can't until you no longer exist. Say, Dan, that seems extreme. Like, why can't I just do the right things and be near him? And, I'll get baptized and I'll go to church on Sundays. I'll read my Bible. But I got things I want to do. And I got to be honest with you, I got things I like to do. And I'm probably going to keep doing those things, even though they may not be drawing me closer to Jesus. But I know that they are keeping me from a relationship that I can have with Jesus that is so much stronger. Well, then you know the answer. In Mark, this is what Jesus says. Mark 8:34. And calling the crowd to him with his disciples, he said to them, if, up to you, anyone, could be you, could be your friends, could be whoever, would come after me, if any of you decide that you want to follow me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. How can you follow Jesus if you don't first deny yourself? Because otherwise you're just going to go your way and ask Jesus to come with you. How can you follow Jesus if you're not carrying whatever burden it is that he has for you to carry? Because Jesus carried the burden of all, the sins of all, and the cross that belonged to you when he followed God. You think you can just skip this stuff and just follow Jesus? You can't. To deny yourself is to deny yourself, your interests, your plans, anything that keeps you from growing nearer and closer to God, anything that takes you and puts you in the place where Jesus belongs. In Luke 9:23, it says this, and he said to all, this is the words of Jesus, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. It's the last verse that we're going to cover for today. There's plenty of others, but Jesus gives the example of what it looks like to deny yourself. It means to humble yourself. It means to stop talking. It means to stop planning out what you want to do. It means when you don't feel like being a part of the body, to go and be a part of the body. Deny yourself what your flesh wants. If you were to go on a diet, yeah? Everybody has a diet or a workout plan, or what about school? What about work? What if you denied yourself as much at these things as you do over your spiritual life? What if you only went to work on the days that you really felt like going to work? What if you were on a diet, but you only dieted on the days and the times where it was convenient or you really wanted to? What if you only parented that way? What if your relationship with your spouse or the person you're dating or love was that way? What if you treated anything in life that way? What if your life was only about you 100% of the time? You're an easy target. Satan doesn't even work on you. You're doing all the damage on your own. And here's the truth, guys. The further away that you get, the more sin you allow in, the more saying yes to me and no to God. That moon is incredible this morning. Saying yes to yourself and no to God. You have that much more ground that you have to cover when you return. The journey home is hard. The journey home is harder when you put a bunch of obstacles in your life. I've been wondering why my son, my youngest, has been off the walls crazy for the last 24 hours or so. But as I look up to the sky, it's very clear to me I can see why. That moon is as full as it can get. I'm teaching my son to think of others before himself. I'm teaching my boys as well as myself to be thankful in all circumstances. See, this is denying myself the desire to complain. This is denying myself the desire to stuff food or drinks into my body when I don't feel the way I want to feel. This is denying myself of getting that extra sleep or doing that extra thing that I want to do, to give it to another family or to another person, or to get up out of bed and go do something I don't want to do. We're not good at using this word deny because the world tells us you should deny yourself of nothing. You should have what you want. You should go for it. You're worth it. Let me tell you something. In the kingdom of God, the word deny is powerful and is the very first baby step in following Jesus. You have denied yourself of something this entire year by coming to God through these recordings and these readings and these teachings. Something in your life has been replaced with something good because you've denied yourself of something and you've put something good in there. And I'm just going to tell you that if it's not the way that your life looks, there's going to be a day that you're going to stand before God. And this isn't out of fear. This is out of fact. And whatever that you have denied of your life, of where God belongs, Jesus has no choice but to be honest and tell the truth. God already knows. Can I plead with you now? Spend this day and all the days forward denying yourself and replacing it with thankfulness. Denying yourself and putting other people up as greater than you. Denying yourself of anything and everything you can. Get in the habit of denying yourself of anything and everything that you can. Then you'll begin to see who Jesus is. Then you'll begin to see what the cross is that you are to bear. And then you'll begin to see what it looks like to follow Jesus. But first, you got to deny yourself. If there's any kids listening to this with your parents because they're listening, learn how to do this at a young age. Your life will be blessed and so much greater than you ever imagined it could be because of this. Because selfish people do not get ahead, they fall behind. Selfish people do not have good relationships. Selfish people are forever unhappy because they're constantly only seeking themselves, what feels good and what makes them happy. When you seek for the goodness of others first, when you deny yourself and choose Jesus, you will be filled with the Spirit of God. And that Spirit will overcome all heartaches, all pains. That Spirit will overcome the space in normal people's lives that's filled with regret, shame, and guilt. Learn now to deny yourself. Parents, learn now to deny yourself. Grandparents, it's never too late to take the first steps and deny yourself. Practice it. Fast from yourself. Deny yourself. Give thanks. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.